and shoot a recurve. It's just over on Facebook. And I did my first Facebook Live just to feel it out, check out the platform. And it's just a little strange being over there on Facebook. Not very comfortable. I'll do a little more research on the Facebook vertical lives. So I was only on there for about 10 minutes and thought, you know what, I'm going to jump back over to YouTube where it's a little more comfortable. Where I've actually got some people here to chat with. Here we go. So today we moved back a little bit. We're shooting, I think it's 23 yards. Last live I was shooting 18 yards. Now 5 yards makes a little bit of a difference. Looks like we're doing pretty good at 23 yards. We're out and hunted the last day of bow season and did not see one deer. Crazy, crazy, crazy. What's everybody up to on this beautiful Sunday morning? Oops. It's noon. We're caught right in the middle. It's morning and afternoon. Smash. All right. I've already got more people on here in less than 5 minutes than I had on Facebook in 10 minutes. I think when it comes to lives on Facebook, people are a little more bashful. All right. So I readjusted my hay bales, put some new plates on down there so we could hear it snap when we hit. Dodge out. What's up, man? Good morning. And again, it's always a beautiful morning when you're shooting a recurve bow or longbow. Traditional archery. It's a lot of fun. Kind of glad the early bow season's over, man. So if you're going through your lives, you find this old man shooting a bow, stop by and leave a comment. Let me know where you're from. Join the chat. Appreciate it. Good shot. All right, right in there. So I think I was just one follower short of 3,800 followers. We're almost hitting that 4K. Nice. Yeah, it's a 1962 Bear Polar. It's 40 pounds, so it's not bad at all. Not bad. It's a 66-inch recurve. The draw is 28 inches, but the bow is actually 28-inch draw. That's what it was made for. But my draw is 30 inches, so I'm overdrawing this bow by 2 inches. So when I put it on my bow scale, I read 40.6 pounds. So I know at this point, if I do get myself another recurve, I want to upgrade to a 45 or 50 pound. So once I get warmed up with this bow, 40 pounds, it's pretty comfortable. Claudine, did I say that right? Welcome. What's up, Magnum? Good morning. Hey, thanks for coming on. Leslie, good morning. Actually, it's good afternoon now. So used to getting on here about 10 o'clock on a Sunday. I'm only 2 hours late. So, good afternoon, everybody. Welcome. All right. Focus a little more. Make sure I'm coming back to full draw. That was sloppy. All right. Like I said, I had 3,799 followers. So it's just one shy from 3,800. My goal is actually to get up to 4,000 followers within the next week. I don't know if we can do it. It's a tough one. Sometimes YouTubers are a tough audience, man. But no, I really enjoy getting on here and chatting with you guys. I also want to give you guys an update for Campfire Chronicles, which we do every Sunday with a couple other YouTubers. Tonight's Campfire Chronicles is going to be held in West Virginia with Outside with Shibe, Outdoor for Shore, and Rivers and Recurves. They're all out in West Virginia hunting right now as we speak. Fortunately, I couldn't be there, so they're going to do the live from out there. Who knows what they're going to get into, man. It's going to be interesting. So I can't pin it in the comments because it'll freeze my live, but if any of those guys get on, I'll have them pin that so you guys can see it. All right. I get in this bad habit after my shot, just dropping my arm right away before I should. Sometimes I catch myself not following through. I need to stop doing that. There we go. Said the distance is a little bit longer. I'm usually shooting back at like 18 yards. This is 23 yards. Shores, what's up? Doggy Bones, welcome. Welcome back. Beautiful afternoon. It's about, 42 degrees here in PA. Thank you guys for jumping on and watching this old guy shoot a recurve. Double tap that screen. Give me a like. I appreciate it. If you hit that subscribe button, that would help tremendously. It'll also let you know when I go live or post new content. Channel's been doing really well the past 2 months. And we're about to change gears again from early bow season to rifle season. We're also going to get into some fishing. And then it just never ends. I mean, rifle season will be over and then it'll be late bow season into January. I think January 19th. And we'll finally get a break from that. And by then, we'll be full tilt fishing. It's crazy. TJ, what's up? Been a while, buddy. Welcome back. Mickey, what's up? Head Medial. I can't pronounce your name. I apologize, but I'm trying. What's up, David? Welcome, everybody. Hang out deer hunting tomorrow. It's Saturday. Come out. It's open today. Shotgun rifle. Oh, I didn't know that, TJ. That must be down in 5C. I keep forgetting that there's other WMUs that are still open. Shoot, wish I'd have remembered that. I would have went out this morning. Welcome back, camper. You know what country we're in? I know you do now. All right. Hey, what's up, Ivan? Good afternoon, everyone. I plucked that one a little bit, but dead center. These arrows are shooting like fire. One day I like them, one day I don't. Guess it depends how I'm shooting that day. What's up, Paul? Minnesota. Thanks for checking in, man. Oh, wow. I have to look into that. Their camper. Good Lord. All right, we're going to go collect some arrows, keep shooting. 200 people on here. Couple likes, 27 likes. You guys are awesome. No, yeah, well, up here in PA, bow season ended on Friday. Friday was the last day. So, unfortunately, I missed 6 deer this year. I only harvested 1. Taryn, what's up? We're in Pennsylvania right now. All right, let's go get some arrows. So, my car is a disaster right now. It's loaded with all my archery gear. Trying to work on cleaning that out. Get all my stuff reorganized. When I say disaster, it's a disaster, trust me. Actually not too bad this morning. Even though it's only 42 degrees, it's there's no wind. So it's actually not bad at all. I thought I'd be freezing my butt off out here with no gloves, but we're doing all right. I was down in 5C TJ last year. I went down one time. Saw a couple of does. Some good sign. If I would have remembered 5C was in, I'd have been down there yesterday and today. Absolutely. My bad. Is 5C? You know what? When does 5C end, TJ? All right, there's one I can't read. Thanks for jumping on, guys. I'm watching this old man shoot a recurve. Cool chatting with you guys. Don't forget to double tap that screen. Hit that follow button. Help me a lot. We're trying to get up to 4K followers. I think I'm at 3,800 right now. All right, keep shooting. Remember, Campfire Chronicles tonight. I think they're going to do it at 7 p.m. And it's going to be from West Virginia. Should be pretty interesting. I get to sit in the sidelines and watch. See what it looks like from the other side. Appreciate it, TJ. So next Friday. All right. I think I'm off a couple days this week. In fact, I think I'm off tomorrow. Maybe I'll let my gear in my car and I'll be going down to 5C tomorrow, TJ. It's only about hour, 15-minute drive, I believe. It's not too bad. It'd be worth it to get a couple more days hunting in. All right. Nice quiet morning, other than my wife's little dogs up there in the house going crazy. Can hear them from out here. Smash. All right. Not bad. The arrows are kind of growing on me. I might use these just to mess around with, and I'm gonna go back to the Easton Legacy arrows because they're more comfortable shooting. What am I missing here, guys? All right, we're caught up on the chat. Chat's not going too crazy. It's all right. So for those of you that didn't catch the last live when I was talking about buying a new bear bow, I was concerned about how the new bears are being manufactured and looking at some reviews and descriptions on some of the sellers' websites. I was interested in the Bear Kodiak Hunter or the Super Kodiak. I was trying to get an idea what the typical lifespan is on one of those newer manufactured bows. And I failed to read the whole description before I said that the lifespan of a new manufactured bear bow, like for instance, the Grizzly, is only 3 years. But that's if it's not properly taken care of. So it's my bad for not reading the whole description. Thank you, guys. Thanks for the gifts, man. Freaking awesome. Who was that? It's up there. I see I can't see the whole name. Shoot. Let's stand them. Send 100 joules, right? Thank you for that. Freaking awesome. It's pretty cool to get gifts and super chats when you're on doing these lives. Doesn't happen often, man. So I really appreciate it. I just left that arrow fly. That didn't sound good. TJ, it's not a big deal. You don't have to go out of your way to donate. Trust me, I just appreciate you guys getting on here, watching my content, watching this old man shoot a recurve. I mean, every second you're on here counts, man. Watch time, likes, followers. It means a lot. Gotta love that cold coffee, man. All right, 155 people on, 50 likes. Awesome. You guys donated a bunch of gifts. Appreciate that too. What's up, Mario? Lewis. Morning, 3 a.m. chicken. What's up? Sorry I missed some of your comments. So yeah, what I was getting at with the new bear bows, the recurves and the long bows, is I thought they were only going to last, because I didn't read the whole description, 3 years. But that's if it's not properly taken care of, like I said. And if it's properly taken care of, correct storage, you release that string when you're done shooting, it can last decades. Especially the laminate bows. Laminate bows last the longest for some reason. Longer than the solid bows. Well, right here's a good example. This is a 1962 Bear Polar original. My cousin stuck this in the closet. Not my cousin. My cousin's dad bought it and stuck it in the closet, never shot it. And he brought it over last summer. It was the first time it saw a bowstring. And I've got thousands of arrows out of this bow. last summer. It's insane. I know for a lot of you that get on here and watch these lives all the time, I know sometimes you hear me repeat myself. I apologize for that. Some of this stuff I'm just repeating myself for the new viewers. All right, where are we at? Can't see the top of my screen, guys. The sky is white and gray. That's where the top of my phone's at. Can't see those white numbers and letters. Like that. Cold coffee throughout the day. It's got to be really strong coffee, though. I'm talking, it's got to be like tar when it comes out of that coffee pot. I don't like that lightly tinted coffee where there's no flavor, man. It just turns your stomach. All right, we've only been on 20 minutes. It feels like I've been on for an hour. You guys can tell I got some brand new paper downrange. Sounds nice when you hit it. Wow, 430 people on here. That's insane. Been a while. Double tap that screen, guys. Give me a like. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button, man. Trying to reach 4K. I think we're at 3,800 when I started today. Be freaking awesome to hit 4,000. Scrolling through lives, just stop by, leave a comment. Let me know where you're from. If you stay on even for 10 seconds, man, it helps me a lot. Shooting the old 62 Bear Polar recurve. Jan, Jeffrey. Biggest controversy. Welcome, Nathan. What's up? Good. 66 Hellfighters. What's up? That sounds interesting. Appreciate everybody coming on. At 66 Hellfighters. What's that all about, if you don't mind me asking? What's up with that name? All right. 64 likes. Appreciate it, guys. Thank you for the gifts as well. Not quite sure what I'm going to do after this live. I really didn't. I usually have my whole day planned out. But now that the hunting season's over here from my area, Might not know what to do with myself here. There is. Good afternoon. What's up? Nathan from Montana. All right. Ooh, little left. Little left. So what are you guys doing on this Sunday afternoon? Other than watching me. Anybody got some big plans for today? Ooh, that was high. I almost went right over that target. I had to focus a little more. That was close. I would have went sailing back through the woods. What's up, Flipsy? I don't hunt with this recurve. Not yet. Ty, what's up? Dio32. Johnny. What's up, everybody? Poco. All right. All kinds of new people on here. No, I don't hunt with this recurve. I just started shooting this specific recurve last summer. And I'm a compound bow kind of person. So I've been hunting with the compound bow. Eventually, I'll probably hunt with this recurve. Or my next one, because I really want to get a new recurve. So I can unstring this one and put it away and store it. I know bows are made to shoot, but it's an original 1962. And I just prefer to put it back in the closet in a safe place and let it alone. Shoot a new recurve. Kenneth, what's up? Edgar, welcome. Thanks for jumping on. Thanks for comments, the likes. All I gotta do is double tap that screen. And if you want to follow, that'd be awesome too. It'll let you know when I go live or post new content. My rest is really wearing out there. I have to get some new fur to put on there. I keep saying that. I never do it. Just get so busy shooting. Carlos, what's up? I wish I could see that. You kidding? 800, how do you get 880 people on a live? That's just insane. I think the highest I've ever had was 600 peak. Good Lord. Everybody must like traditional archery. How about it? Beautiful Sunday afternoon. I'm really digging shooting my bow right at this spot. Just a nice view. It's even nicer here when everything's green. When the leaves fall off the trees, you can see all the neighbors and everything in it. And it really makes me miss the summer. Reginald, welcome. Nikki. Oh, Nick, I couldn't imagine that. That had to suck. We don't have that problem here. I mean, we're not really supposed to shoot arrow, but you know, it's like we're a bunch of jerks raising heck here in town. You know, we all keep to ourselves, and everybody leaves us alone. As long as we're not terrorizing things and being dumb, you know. All right. Shooting well, shooting well. What am I missing here, guys? Hi, Quang. I think I said that right. Welcome. Hey, if you're scrolling through this live, double tap that screen, give me a like. Make sure you let me know where you're from. Again, I appreciate you guys coming on here and watching this old man shoot a recurve bow. All right, here comes that sun again. Just like the other morning. Sun comes out, it calms down, it warms up 5 or 10 degrees. Perfect. It's awesome chatting with you guys. Ursilia. All right, welcome, David. Southwest Ohio. I've been to Ohio quite a bit. I drive trucks, so I've been all over the country, actually. I used to be all over the country in the rig, but after a couple of years doing that, I decided I wanted to stay more local so I could be home more. Can only tolerate being over the road for so long, you know. All right. David was a truck driver too, huh? 5 years. I'll be going on almost 20 years driving. My wife actually trained me to drive. She was a truck driver before me. And as soon as I got my driver's license, my CDL, she quit so she could stay home. But at that point, we owned our own truck. So I was an owner operator for the first 15 years. And unfortunately, work slowed down. And here about 2 years ago, my truck broke down. And my truck is still sitting in a driveway, broke down because I can't afford to fix it or get the tags on it. But I spent a lot of years paying for that truck, and I refuse to get rid of it. So it's going to sit there until I can either afford to get it back on the road or until I die, because I mean, right now I'm driving a company truck, which only pays about 30% of the line haul. With my rig, when I was driving, I was making 75% of the line haul. So I took quite the pay cut the past 2 years. And I'll tell you what, it really hurts when you're used to that 75%. Anyway, I'm just blabbing now. I apologize, everybody. Ardo, thank you. I appreciate it. I know I need to focus on my shooting a little more. I'm just getting busy chatting with you guys. Roberto, what's up? Tace. All right. Thanks for coming on. Another reason I like doing these lives while I shoot the bow. I get to chat with you guys and you get to know me a little bit. We get to know each other. Nothing wrong with that. I know when I'm driving my truck, I don't even listen to the radio. I like the silence. So I don't know, maybe when I come out and shoot and I'm chatting with you guys, it's just my way of letting it all out, right? Petros, what's up? David Brewer. Yeah, I don't know, man. Might take another year or two, but I'll try to stick with it and get it running again. Well, it's running. I just, like I said, tags are expensive. I do hunt with a bow, but not this one. I hunt with a compound bow. So, all right, we're gonna go collect some arrows. Keep on chatting. So yeah, like I said, my truck's sitting up front. It's been there for, it'll be 2 years this year. But tags alone and heavy highway use and insurance, everything combined, I think is right around $5,000. So can't just say, you can't save that extra money when you're making 45% less money than you were. Anyway, I'm not complaining. Trust me. I still love my life. I'm still enjoying my life. We're making it work. Ardo, no, I don't hunt with this particular bow. I hunt with a compound bow. But I might hunt with this bow eventually. I think once I'm 100% confident with this bow, I'll take it out and hunt. But I think hunting with a recurve, for me, it's going to be more an early season scenario, because I don't think I want to hunt with this mid-season, late season. There's absolutely no cover in the trees, especially if you're saddle hunting or getting up a climber. What's up, cowboy? I didn't really have time to go to West Virginia to hunt with those guys, honestly, because they're going to be out there. Well, they left, I think, this past Friday night or Saturday morning. And I don't think they're coming back till the middle of the week. I'm not sure. I think they're staying out there 4 or 5 days. So, hey, H, what's up? Carlton. Oh, come on. Yeah, I got to pay attention. You know, I missed 6 deer this year with the compound bow. I only harvested 1, but that was just early season. We still have rifle season and late season. Tell you what, man, between work and trying to hunt and take care of other things, it's a lot. Keeps you busy. No time to be laying around watching TV on the recliner, that's for sure. David Brewer, thank you. Appreciate the sub. You may have just put me into 3,800, because I think it was at 3,799. 3,799 subscribers. My goal is to hit 4K as soon as possible. There we go. That's what happens when you focus. Just busy chatting with you guys. Enjoy this. A lot of fun. Real me, what's up? I'm shooting the recurve bow. Gerald, what's going on? This is currently 23 yards. My tip on, I'm gap shooting right now. So my tip on is typically 16 to 18 yards. And I don't know, I kind of, every time I shoot this bow or go live, I try to change the distance. Ooh, that didn't sound good. Yeah, one more time. So you're at 23 yards right now. Live on, what's up? 13 gun. Disney Stitch. Okay. David Jones, Pash, what's up? How do we have 1,000 people on here? Good Lord, 120 likes. This is insane. Absolutely insane. I appreciate you guys jumping on. Double tap that screen, give me that like. And I'll tell you what, if you hit that subscribe button, it'll let you know when I go live or post new content. We're going to be changing gears here real soon. Always something going on. If we're not hunting, we're fishing. If we're not fishing, we're shooting bows, throwing knives. Always something going on. Don't forget tonight at 7 p.m., Campfire Chronicles. The boys are doing it from West Virginia. I actually wish one of those guys were on to pin it up there. Campfire Chronicles, we get 4 different YouTube channels together once every Sunday. And we're either cutting wood, shooting bows, doing a Q&A, whatever we feel like doing. It's the one time, once a week, that we can all get together and just let it all out. Anything goes, pretty much. All right. I'm missing you guys here. David, 65 feet is plenty. I know during the winter when it gets super cold out, I shoot in my basement. Now my basement is only 7'2" high. This bow is 66 inches. Now, my basement is only 32 feet long, right? So that gives me what, like 12 yards to shoot? So I shoot this recurve in the basement. There's a couple times where the top of my limb will bounce off the rafter. So it's tough, man. Sometimes when it's super, super cold out and I can't get outside to shoot, I'll shoot in my basement. A lot of times I'll have to kind of lean forward and down a little bit to do that, but whatever works. Hellard, what's up? Hellard, no, I do not. I'm not quite sure what that means. Thank you guys for the gifts, the likes. Thank you for following if you did. I mean, it's crazy to think I had 1,000 people on here on a live. It's just insane. Yeah, my basement's not that big, but if you have 10 yards, if you have at least 30 feet to shoot, that's plenty. That's where I dial in my compound bow, actually. That's where I really get my reps in when it's super cold out and I have to shoot from the basement. I've tried to live on TikTok. The platform's a little weird for me. I'm not comfortable with it. Actually, before I started this live on YouTube, I tried to do a Facebook live. I had like 3 viewers on. I just think people are a lot more bashful on some of these other platforms. So it's a tough game, man. I'm just a little more comfortable here on YouTube. Of course, because I have everybody to chat with. It's not boring, you know. Fernando, what's up? What's everybody doing this afternoon, Sunday? Appreciate you guys coming on and watch this old guy shoot a recurve. Y'all really made my day today, that's for sure. So I do need to focus a little bit on my shooting here. The chat's been going crazy. So I've just been kind of letting arrows fly. now we're just gap shooting, tip on, and my tip on, like I said, is 18 yards. We're shooting currently at 23 yards. So my tip is right at the top of that plate. To put me right about in the center. There we go. Nice. Black hole, what's up? TJ, you're back. All right. Appreciate it, TJ. I'll get a hold of you on Messenger here when I'm done with this live. That's the other thing I want to get into there, TJ. Trapping. I got a bunch of traps that my dad owned sitting in my shed right now. Wim Farmer, what's up? South Africa. Awesome. I think you're the first person I've ever had on here from South Africa. Ooh, I think it's time for a new glove, guys. Look at that. The old sheepskin. I wouldn't have it any other way, man. The leather tabs or the leather gloves are just too thick. I like to be able to feel my fingers. And the sheepskin glove is just the way to go because you can still have feeling the fingers when you're pulling that string. I'll probably never see Indonesia, unfortunately. Black hole from India. Crazy. You guys are way over there on the other side of the world. All right. 140 likes. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for the gifts again. Thanks for double tapping that screen and giving me a like. I appreciate that too. Look at the path I'm wearing into the side of my yard here, walking back and forth for these arrows. I gotta get that tree cleaned up on the other side that fell over. So I can walk that side too. Once these leaves are done falling, I'll be able to clean the ponds out again. They turn into a disaster in the wintertime. It's hard to keep up with. So just remember that as you guys all get older. The more projects you make in your yard, the more you have to maintain when you get older. And if you have to do it by yourself, be real careful what kind of projects you do. Rob, what's up? Black Hole, thank you for subbing. Appreciate it, man. I usually use Easton Legacy arrows, but I wanted to try these out. These are the cheap Shero arrows. They were $60 for a dozen of these. They originally came with pin knocks and pin knock inserts. They're the shaft alone is 333 grains. 100 grain tip, 20 grain insert. Right now, these arrows come in about 450 grains total, which isn't quite enough. But they're not bad for what they are, for what I paid. I think the Easton Legacy arrows are about they're $70 for a half dozen. So a little more expensive. Yeah, you can get these Shero arrows from anywhere. I bought these on Amazon. $60 for a dozen. Yep. I never bought anything off of Temu. I see a lot of not so good reviews on Temu. All right, go click some arrows. Yeah, one day. I mean, it's cold out. It's 42 degrees, but once you're out in it for a while, you kind of just get used to it. Just now starting to pick up a breeze. The sun's popping in and out. Turning out to be an awesome afternoon. All right. Thanks for coming on, everybody. Here we go. A little bit of concentration here, Bill. There we go. In the plate, baby. That's where we like to be. All right. Now we've been on 51 minutes, 153 likes. You guys are awesome. I think maybe on the next live, we're going to set these targets up over on that side of the ponds and shooting towards these high weeds. I think the scenery is a lot better. And then we'll shoot downhill a little bit. Just got to keep mixing it up. You're shooting downhill and uphill with these recurves, man, will make a heck of a difference, especially on the trajectory. Just keep on trying different scenarios. Adrian, what's up? Well, I wish I could be an extra. Well, maybe not. I don't think they pay very good, Adrian, do they? Like I was looking at the extras for that TV series called Landman, and just did a little bit of research on that because they were looking, and they pay you by the day. So suppose you had to travel across the country. They don't pay for your plane ticket. They don't really pay crap. I think it was $176 for the day. It's not very much for the money they're making. And then any money you spend is out of pocket. So by the time you get out there and back, you really didn't make any money. And half the time, people don't even see you in the background. You know what I mean? It's just my way of looking at it, I guess. Valentine, what's up? Finland, it's cold and dark here. Oh yeah, I think Alaska was in the dark there for, what was it? A couple of days recently. Anyway, let me go back to that. Adrian, appreciate that. I know that comment was directed in a good way. I appreciate it. All right. Oh, absolutely. Those Indians were good horseback riders too, man. They could shoot a dime at 20 yards with a bow, full gallop on a horse. It's insane. All right. We're feeling all right today. Last night I was out shooting, was trying to sight in a couple different rifles for rifle season this year here in PA. And I'll tell you what, I don't know how many rounds I fired, but my left shoulder was killing me. What's up, Kenneth? Comanche warriors were the best. Yeah, there's all kinds of history that's pretty interesting. And to think they were using 35-inch longbows, handmade. I mean, the amount of time and effort it takes to make your own bows, I mean, it's a whole different animal in itself. I actually just watched one guy, I can't remember his name, Walter. Oh, he's a really good bow maker from, I think he's from Ireland. Walter's, I can't remember his last name. He's a really good bow maker. He actually laminates his bows with a style of, I guess they call it miracle glass. And there's not a whole lot of bow makers that use that. There's a few, and they're good. Oh, I wish I could remember his last name so you guys could check him out. I cannot remember. Finland sounds nice, Pardo. Well, there's that sun. Really just brought in some warm air. Insane. Still have 367 people on. That's crazy, guys. Never had this many people on a live for this long of a time. 172 likes. Received a couple of Joel's gifts. Freaking awesome. Stay out here and chat for a little bit. It's a lot of fun. He's being in the house doing nothing. I mean, I really do need to get my car cleaned out. Hunting gear, tree stands, all kinds of stuff laying everywhere in my car. Had an SUV and sold that to my brother because he needed it. Sold it to him real cheap. And my stepson went out and bought a hybrid, Honda hybrid. It's electric and gas. And I think he paid $2,500 for it. And I now drive that. It's pretty good on gas. Doesn't have a whole lot of power. But movies, what's up? Good afternoon. It's 12:58. We've been on 59 minutes. It's about 1 inch low and to the right from the center of that plate. Should do is put a black dot on there. Oh, right beside the other arrow. Maybe I'll do that. Put a balloon right in the center of that plate so we can. So we have something smaller than that. We'll do that real quick. Valiant, what's up? Andrea, good afternoon. Jesus, what's up? Welcome back. I remember a bunch of you coming on here last time. All right. Get some arrows. So a lot of you have never seen my basement. I have a pretty good setup for compound bow equipment. Like, I have everything I need to work on my own bows. I have the bow press. I have a draw board that I made myself. Just everything to be able to work on my own compound bow, so I don't have to keep running to an archery shop, which gives my friends and neighbor archers quite the advantage because they don't have to run to a local bow shop either. So just gonna not really dig in that. Kind of want to just put something up here for a reference. Yeah, we could do that. It'd be a little smaller than I like, but there we go. Just a piece of an old pop balloon. My wife's probably thinking, I can't believe he's still out there shooting his bow. He never shoots his bow this long. But actually I do. I shoot this bow quite a bit. Hey, Moss, what's up? Yeah, this is a 1962 Bear Polar. It's well made. It's a beautiful condition. Got thousands of arrows out of this bow. It's 40 pounds, 66-inch bow. Yeah, absolutely love it out here. Like I said, I'd rather be out here than inside. Claw it, what's up? Again, guys, for those of you that subscribed, I appreciate it. David, thank you. Really appreciate it. Cindy, what's up? Yeah, I mean, it's a tough gig when you're trying to make a living in the outdoors. There's a lot of young folks doing this. I think I'm 20 years late to the game. If I'd have been doing this stuff 20 years ago, might be a little different for me. I mean, I'm not that old yet. I am only 52. All right, what's up, Randy? Good afternoon. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate it. Absolutely love this bow. It's actually a number 34, but I overdraw this bow by 2 inches. And when I put it on my bow scale, it reads 40.6 pounds. So that's perfect. The minimum limit here in PA for hunting with a recurve like this is, well, any bow is 35 pounds. All right, we're almost at 200 likes. I've been on for an hour and 4 minutes, guys. I'm usually only on for 40 minutes to an hour. Doing well though, just having fun chatting, shooting this recurve. Can't believe I had 1,000 people on earlier. That was crazy. All right. You guys must like me on a Sunday morning. Ooh, there would be a lot of people in trouble, Dave, if that was a limit here in PA, because there's a lot of people that can't even pull back a 45-pound recurve bow. Like, seriously, I mean, you really got to put the work in. Like 40 pounds took me a little while to get consistent, to not be shaky, even on my cold shots. But I'm ready for 45 pounds, 50 pounds. I'm absolutely ready. I'd really like to get a new bow, something a little heavier. Liam, what's up? 30-pound bow. Well, if it's a recurve, it depends. It's going to vary quite a bit. I'm going to guess right off the bat a 30-pound bow. Probably only 130 feet per second. Not very good. And that depends on how heavy your arrow is. If you were shooting these arrows with 30-pound bow, probably 130, 140 feet per second. This one's probably only shooting 150 maybe. Sharpening the Muzzy broadheads for tomorrow. Oh man, TJ, you're teasing me. All right. Yeah, so these arrows that I'm currently shooting right now are only out of this bow are only half the speed of what my compound's shooting. My compound's shooting over 300 feet per second. Well, right around 300 feet per second. Yeah, so if this was a 45-pound bow, I could probably get these arrows to fly 45 or 50 pounds. I'd probably get 170, 175 feet per second. That's with a 450 grain arrow. Absolutely, Moss. I agree 100%. $190 likes. This is crazy. Really enjoying this live with you guys today. Ignaldo, what's up? All right. What happened, Ignaldo? Andrew, what's up? Good afternoon. All no name. Solid setup. Let me say this. If you know you 100% want to be in it and you really want to shoot a recurve, spend a little bit of extra money and do it right. Don't shortcut yourself. You buy yourself a $50 or $60 bow, you only shoot it for a couple of months, or if something happens to it, you're going to be disappointed. So spend a little bit of extra money and get what you want. What's up, Colleen? Been on here for a little while. Thanks for coming on. Waylon, what's up? TJ released pheasants today. That's freaking awesome. So are you bow hunting them, TJ? All no name. Yeah, I said I'm interested in getting a new bear bow. I want either the Grizzly, or not the Grizzly, but the Kodiak Hunter or the Super Kodiak, and they're right around $600. So don't get me wrong, there's some bows out there you can get for $100 that are decent bows, like especially the takedowns. Samick Sage is a good one. The Black Hunter is a good one. They're pretty consistent for the price. So hey, I mean, if you want to spend $100 on a cheaper bow, try it out before you spend the money on something a little more expensive. You can probably go that route. I don't want to get anybody in the wrong way. Oh, Colleen. Snow. I don't want any snow. I did hear they're getting snow up in Erie. the next few days. And I did hear that next week it's supposed to get super, super cold here in PA. I was kind of hoping it would hold off a little bit because on Thanksgiving I'm going up to Erie for a couple of days. We're going to do some steelhead fishing, and then I'm going to head home Friday night for the first day of rifle season here in PA. Oh, yeah. Philip, what's up? About a half hour ago, I had like over 1,000 people on. That was crazy. Most I ever had on here on a live was 600. That was insane. I think Sundays are the best. This may be the longest live I've done so far. That's how long we are on. Hour and 10 minutes maybe. Yeah, I've been doing quite a bit of research on some of these different bows, some different manufacturers, and even looked up some different Boyers. But a lot of those custom bows from Boyer, you're looking at $1,000, $2,000, and that's just way, way out of my budget. Yeah, Emos, thanks for coming on here, man. Michigan for holiday. All right, Michigan's. I've been to Michigan as well. I think it's about a 13-hour drive from here. Filippo, what's up? Good afternoon. In there. I thought about taking my rifle with me or my bow with me up to Erie next week and just staying there over the weekend hunting up there. Smash. Yeah. Raleigh, what's up? Good afternoon. Yeah. What is it? 3 more hours, a football game comes on. I don't even know who's playing. Over 200 likes. That's crazy, guys. Appreciate it. Forget to double tap that screen. Again, for those of you that have been following me, appreciate you coming on. Colleen, thanks again for always coming on, supporting these lives, and taking care of the comments. I'm waiting to see what the boys get into tonight on Campfire Chronicles from West Virginia. That's where they're doing the live tonight. I think I heard some talk about a hot tub, so I don't know what all is going to be involved. It should be pretty interesting. But I think there's 9 guys out there hunting in West Virginia, so we'll see what they get into. All right, so we're shooting all right. Still shooting all right. I don't know how many rounds I did. Quite a few. Groups are good. Starting to shoot these arrows pretty well. What I should do is start to shoot these at like 10 yards to see where they're at. See how low I have to aim, tip on. Do a little more experimenting. All right. Yeah, I can't wait to see what they get into. I don't know a whole lot of the details, but you never know with those guys. I guess it depends what they get into, because they're also hunting. Okay. So who knows? So I've been on 75 minutes. I'm going to jump off of here. Appreciate the support. Thank you guys for coming on. It was awesome chatting. It's a great live. So David, thanks for subbing. I didn't forget. Appreciate it, man. My longest shot with the recurve is 40 yards. And I'm semi-consistent at 40 yards with it. See you later, Colleen. Thanks. So yeah, we'll get into more details on the next live, guys. Thanks again.